Well, here's what we know. Hi, Dean Jenkins with FollowMeTrades.com, and this is the market update for the week coming up of January 11th, 2021. And one thing we know for sure is that just when we thought, the political environment couldn't get crazier, it did. And then it did again. Yeah, we know that. And we're continuing to watch that play out. But in terms of just objective, verifiable facts, what do we know? What we know, I'm looking at the S&P 500 daily chart here. We know that last Friday it put in an all-time record high, pulled back from that high. So that's the S&P 500. Let's look at the NASDAQ. We know the NASDAQ put in an all-time record high and then pulled back. And then let's look at the Dow. I'll use the DIA ETF here. We know that it came really close. It didn't put in an all-time high. So 2 out of 3 of the indexes put in all-time record highs intraday and then pulled back a little bit. Continuing an uptrend that's been going on, for the last couple months, and really, we look back since, the big pullback, the big drop back in March when the pandemic first hit. Since then, it's been an incredible and impressive recovery and, new record highs on all the indexes. We know that. We know that for sure. Okay? We know that Joe Biden's going to be inaugurated as the next president on January 20th. We know that. We know that he has pledged with now 50-50 split with the vice president, the incoming vice president Kamala Harris having the tiebreaker vote, that he has pledged to push through more stimulus. We know that he is pursuing a pretty progressive agenda in which there will be, some winners and some losers. We know these things. We don't know how the market's going to react to all of that, and we know for sure that Speaker of the House Nancy Pelosi has pledged to push through impeachment proceedings. We don't know if that will go anywhere or whether that will make a difference, how people will react. The President Trump's only got a few days left. We don't know what he is going to do in his 10 days left in office, and we do know that he's an unpredictable fellow. And we don't know how some of America's adversaries might try to take advantage of, this period of turmoil and transition. So hopefully nothing bad happens. But we do know we need to be on our toes as investors. We need to watch closely. We need to, a lot of people I've talked to have, gone pretty much to cash, have cash on the sidelines, and they're just kind of waiting this out. And there's, a fair expectation of some type of correction, reversion to the mean. Again, we look at the S&P 500. It's pretty far away from the 200-day moving average. So, will it continue up? We don't know that. Maybe it will. The stimulus certainly provides some spending money, and there's some industries and some portion of the market that will benefit from that. So there's a pretty good shot that more stimulus will be coming. How does that affect the overall markets? We don't know. Like I said, I've talked to several traders and trading buddies, people that I respect, and a lot of folks are in cash and just kind of waiting for perhaps a market pullback or other opportunities, kind of stepping aside from the volatility. That seems like a pretty good strategy. We can trade through this. There's certainly no technical indicator or case for going short yet. And here's what we do know. If there's going to be a correction, it's not going to happen in one day. If you look back, even at a very remarkable pullback back when the pandemic first hit. Right, we had a chance to get in. You could have waited for this lower high and then reversal and caught this move down. And if there's going to be a correction, we're going to have time. There's no reason to feel like decisions have to be made in seconds or minutes. You have days, even weeks, to make trading decisions. So I guess that's the one takeaway is here's what we do know, right? There's a lot we don't know, but we do know that disciplined trading wins out. Waiting for good setups, waiting for high probability, using risk control, that wins the day. When this market headed down, we made some really good money. We've made some decent money on the way back up. We closed out last year with a 29% profit, just about double what the S&P 500 did. So disciplined trading wins the day, and that's what we do know for sure. So there's no reason to watch the news. I'm a news junkie. I watch the news minute by minute, but there's no reason to feel like you have to act again in seconds or minutes. You've got days, you got weeks to take advantage of market moves, up or down. So lots of unknowns, but that's an enduring truth. So maybe that would give you some comfort. We're going to continue to trade that way and provide updates as we go along. All right, that's it for this week. We know some things. We don't know some things. We know how to trade and what has worked over a very long period of time. We're going to use that. All right, take care. Thanks.